afternoon, everyone. We're very excited to be here to represent Elizabeth Sutton Collection in showing you how we are going to launch their new initiative. I'm joined here today by Pat Supitak, Valerie Lam, and Angelica Kessler. So to start off, to give you a background of our sponsor, here's Elizabeth Sutton. Elizabeth is a well-known CEO, artist, and influencer based in New York City. She owns Elizabeth Sutton Collection, which is a company that provides a range of luxury services from fashion accessories, functional items, and fine art. However, Elizabeth has a new vision to launch a new tabletop collection, and that's where she's asked us for our help. In order to really understand the product, we had to define it through the product molecule. The product line is for art and design enthusiasts who believe in user functionality of the tabletop wear as well as the value of aesthetics. Therefore, we've created an e-commerce platform that provides a seamless shopping experience for Elizabeth Sutton Collection and for these users to be able to engage on this platform to find the services and products that they want. Looking at the agenda, we had to go through the whole entire process in order to come up with our e-commerce solution. To start off, we had to really understand in terms of the problem space, what were we trying to find out? Then we had to look at the research and planning to find out the frameworks as well as the analysis and things that we need to figure. Third, we need to look at the proof of concept and also test the hypotheses with humans. And of course, we had to iterate and refine our prototype multiple times in order to get on the business model canvas at the end, where we'll be pitching solutions and showing you our final business model. Before we move on to the details, I'd like to introduce my team and our roles on this project. My name is Amber here in Guangdong. I'm the project lead, making sure the execution for this whole project was seamless and that we matched the timeless expectations of Elizabeth.
Hi, I'm Valerie. I'm the strategy and ops lead.
Hi, I'm Pat. I'm the business lead.
I'm Angelica. I'm the tech lead.
So, our journey began with a deep dive into the problem space. Okay, so we conducted a series of interviews with Elizabeth to really gain understanding of her brand's current positioning and her vision for the new tabletop collection. So one of the key challenges that we identified early on was the need to seamlessly integrate this new product line into her existing brand ecosystem without diluting the brand's core identity. We also recognized that while Elizabeth's brand was already well established in the fine arts and luxury fashion spaces, the tabletop market presented new challenges, including different customers' expectations and also competitive dynamics. To address these challenges, we focused on really identifying the knowledge gaps that needed to be filled, and this involved conducting market research, analyzing consumer behavior, and studying industry trends to ensure that our strategy was grounded in a solid understanding of the market landscape. Based on our initial analysis, we identified 4 main challenges that would guide our project. Firstly, scaling the business, then growing the existing customer base, launching the new tabletop line, and finally engaging new customers. Each of these challenges required a targeted approach. For scaling the business, we needed to develop a strategy that would allow Elizabeth Sutton Home to grow sustainably while maintaining its brand integrity. Growing the existing customer base involved leveraging Elizabeth's current audience and finding ways to increase their engagement and lifetime value. Launching the new tabletop line required us to create a cohesive marketing strategy that would introduce the product to the market while also ensuring that it resonated with both existing and new customers. Finally, engaging new customers meant identifying and reaching out to audiences who might not yet be familiar with Elizabeth Sutton's brand, who might be interested in the new tabletop collection. These challenges shaped our approach and informed the strategic decisions that we made throughout the project. With these challenges in mind, we came up with our problem definition. Our goal was to successfully launch the new tabletop business, Elizabeth Sutton Home, in a way that captures significant market share, meets customer expectations, and achieves sustainable growth. To do this, we needed to create a strategy that addressed both the creative and business aspects of the launch. On the creative side, we focused on ensuring that the product line stayed true to Elizabeth's artistic vision while also being accessible and appealing to a wider audience. On the business side, we looked at factors such as marketing position, pricing strategy, distribution channels, and customer engagement. Our objective was to create a balanced approach that would allow the new product line to thrive in a competitive market. Moving on to the researching and planning phase, we employed various tools and frameworks to ensure a comprehensive strategy. The business model canvas was instrumental in visualizing all aspects of this new tabletop business, including identifying key partners, activities, resources, and value propositions. This helped us identify how the new brand would integrate into the existing brand ecosystem and scale effectively. Understanding our target audience was also crucial for developing a successful marketing and consumer engagement strategy. Creating detailed customer personas allowed us to understand the demographics, needs, and pain points of our target customers. We created 3 unique customer personas that represent the different segments of the brand. This insight was vital for tailoring the new brand's offerings to our audience. The customer journey mapping process also helped us to identify key touchpoints and potential friction points in the shopping experience, ensuring a seamless and engaging user experience. We also conducted a SWOT analysis to identify strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats related to the new tabletop brand. This provided a comprehensive understanding of both internal and external factors that could impact the project's success, separate from the Elizabeth Sutton collection, which is the main brand itself. We used the strengths and opportunities we identified in this SWOT analysis while also considering the threats and weaknesses to develop key strategies. Analyzing competitor strategies through conducting a comprehensive competitor analysis also helped us to identify market gaps and opportunities to differentiate Elizabeth Sutton Home from the existing key players. We examined key players such as Julieska, Jonathan Adler, Mackenzie Childs, Kim Saber, and Michael Aram to understand their brand origin, strengths, and weaknesses. These findings clarified our product positioning and that there's a market opportunity for Elizabeth Sutton to come in with affordable and luxury tabletop collection with a strong artistic identity, which really aligns with Elizabeth Sutton's brand ethos. Defining the product molecule clarified the core, actual, and augmented spaces of our new brand. This helped us to focus on the unique value propositions and features that would attract and retain customers. Observing the current state of the market allowed us to identify improvement areas and set the stage for the next phase of our project.
With all the research conducted, we navigate ourselves into this proof of concept. We had discussed a comprehensive business plan with our client, and after presenting our business plan with Elizabeth and her team, we have adjusted our expected deliverables where we shift the focus to be more on the e-commerce platform execution. So we came up with a new problem definition, which is to successfully launch and optimize an e-commerce platform for Elizabeth Sutton Home, ensuring a strong market entry and customer satisfaction. However, with this new problem definition, there are some challenges we have to consider as well. First is the attracting customer, creating a seamless customer journey, ensure conversion optimization, and technology integration. As we have discussed with our client and have our problem definition defined, we have decided to pivot and align on new deliverables given the limited amount of time we had. So these are the 4 deliverables we aligned with Elizabeth. The first one is to upload all of her SKUs onto the website. 2 is to provide AI tools that would help customer visualize the product. 3 is to optimize the SEO on the About Me page. And lastly is to add a seamless drip campaign. And with the pivot and the aligned deliverables in place, we have come up with 5 hypotheses to test relating to, first, attracting customers to the platform. Second, ensuring a seamless customer journey for conversion. Third, ensuring conversion optimization. 4th, creating a seamless experience. And 5, tools to enhance the buying process. And up next is a process of testing hypothesis.
In the next sprint, we explore the customer journey and the creation of drip campaigns and all of the ways that we can make this e-commerce website stand out compared to all others. Beginning with the customer journey, we took a really close look as to how a customer finds their way to the Elizabeth Sutton world as well as to her website. It all begins at the awareness stage where customers discover the brand through her social media, online ads, through the website, and they read reviews of her products. Our strategy here to draw them in is to use targeted ads and highlight her really unique designs. Next, in the consideration stage, the team emphasizes customers comparing different products, seeking recommendations, and looking at reviews. And our strategy here is to provide detailed product descriptions using testimonials to draw more customers in. Third and last, in the decision stage, this is where customers decide whether or not they're going to buy a product or not. And our strategy here is to ensure a seamless checkout, perfect customer service, as well as encouraging reviews so that others can read them. Overall, in our customer journey, we really were shooting for a really seamless journey overall, where there are no places where our customers would fall off or quit out of the website. As we began to develop our drip campaigns, we did a lot of research by pulling from some inspiration. If you don't know, a drip campaign is an email campaign from a brand designed to reach out with a targeted message for someone at the right time. You have probably all received a drip campaign, something like, "Hi, thank you for subscribing to our website," or "Your order is out for delivery." To bolster our research phase, Elizabeth herself really takes a lot of inspiration from a brand called Aviator Nation. And by taking a really good look at their drip campaign, they have 3 that really stand out: their welcome series, their abandoned cart emails, as well as their post-purchase follow-up emails. We pulled from certain aspects of their campaigns and took what we liked the best to implement into Elizabeth specifically. What we really liked is their personalization. They really tailored their content into their specific content into make really personalized emails that address their customer specifically, as well as what they were looking at specifically. Their timing also was very specific. They were very strategic about when they send their emails, whether it's hours from when a person was browsing to days after. The content was also very high value when it comes to really nice photos or very specific offerings. And lastly, they did a lot of A/B testing and strategic testing to find out what works for their customers and what doesn't, and they continue to iterate that to find the perfect drip campaign. And so we use that to create what we think are really effective drip campaigns. From there, we created 5 drip campaigns, beginning with your classic abandoned shopping cart drip campaign, order tracking drip campaign, post-purchase follow-up drip campaign, where you get a 10% coupon, which is a really specific coupon to each customer, as well as an upselling and cross-selling drip campaign, and lastly, a newsletter subscription drip campaign. And these are all tailored to be very personal and specific in order to keep a customer engaged. Next is a snapshot of Elizabeth's About Me page. We got a lot of feedback from Elizabeth that she wanted to refine this page to make it perfect, and so it was a really iterative process of switching up this page until it became really, really perfect. And she was really pleased with the thoroughness of our user testing, as well as the feedback that we gathered from potential customers and herself and her team. She really appreciated the focus on identifying pain points and usability issues and order to improve this page specifically, as well as the website overall, in order to really optimize and redo things until they are perfect, not just one time. We really just wanted to emphasize that this was a super iterative process where we would get feedback and go back and do some work, get more feedback, and go back and do even more. Another thing that was super important when it comes to an e-commerce website is SEO optimization. So for the first time ever, Elizabeth was migrating her website over to Wix, which is a website building platform. We utilized their SEO tools in order to maximize search engine visibility. Specifically, what we did is we implemented keyword optimization, meta tags, and alternative text for every single one of the images. And by doing this, we enhanced the site's speed and mobile responsiveness for the highest rankings possible. And we focused specifically on creating really high quality, keyword-rich content and clear URL structures. And we did this in order to optimize product descriptions and titles so that she had the best searchability as she possibly could, so that if you're looking for tabletop products, Elizabeth Sutton comes up as high as possible.
Moving on with the AI tools, so Elizabeth also wants a tool that would help her user visualize the tools before buying. So after researching multiple tools, we believe PickWish is the most suitable for the website to utilize. With PickWish, Elizabeth can upload the picture of her plates, input a prompt, and she will have a picture of her plates on the background she prefers. Another good thing about PickWish is that it also has a feature that helps users enhance their prompt, making it more well-rounded and descriptive. And here are another example of the generated photos. Moving on to sprint 5 of iterating and prototyping. After we have received feedback from our clients, we then dig deeper into PickWish outstanding benefits, review the drip campaign technicality and aesthetics, and prioritize the focus to be on the top 3 drip campaigns. further research on similar AI tools, pick which seems to stand out among all due to these key advantages, including background removal excellence, AI-powered image enhancement, user-friendly interface and accessibility, as well as the unique features such as a photo colorizer.
We collaborated really closely with Elizabeth and her team to finalize really compelling messaging. We focused on technical precision with strategic timing and advanced personalization. We integrated really high quality images for a visually cohesive experience. Elizabeth actually did a photo shoot specifically for the drip campaigns. We ensured every element feels really personalized to deepen the connection with the audience or the person receiving the email. As you can see in the text on the image on the right, each email is personalized to address the receiver by name. And we personalized each aspect of the website that they interacted with. If they interacted with a specific plate, an image of that plate will be shown in the drip campaign. And lastly, the exact wording of the drip campaign has been extensively researched, iterated, and finalized by the Elizabeth Sutton team, not only to fit their brand identity, but to be as psychologically engaging as possible to bring you back to their website. Returning back to our initial hypotheses, now that we've completed the project, and to see how they panned out, each hypothesis was validated through simulated tests, internal usability studies, and gathering qualitative feedback from team members acting as test users. The hypotheses were generally supported by the test outcomes, indicating that the strategies and tools that we implemented were effective in improving website traffic, conversion engagement, and overall customer satisfaction on her e-commerce platform. Based on our notes, recommendations include ongoing testing, refinement, and adaptation of strategies as real customer data and feedback is continuous as this website continues to run.
Now that we've done every of the process, now comes to the end part, which is outline the business model and solutions. First of all, in order to define this, we need to identify the three main things. The first priority was to really maximize the value. The second priority was to increase revenue, and the third priority was to minimize costs. Initially, in our previous business model canvas, we targeted both omni-channel B2B and B2C sales strategies, making sure that we launch in different partnerships and diverse sales channels. This is to ensure that the business launches as a whole and is marketed comprehensively. However, because of the revised proof of concept to focus on e-commerce, there had to be a lot of changes. This shift focused on digital strategy, and there were three main focus, as you can see in bold. The first was we shifted from B2B and B2C to just B2C and online channels. The second was cost optimization, which was a key activity for our startup, and also a new concept. And third, we also refined the value proposition to focus on the platform, which needed to be user-friendly and this, as you can see, this affected every part in the business model canvas. The most important parts, of course, are the revenue and cost, and this is a compare and contrast comparison of the original and the revised impacts of the changes. As you can see, the shift required us to develop new revenue streams that are tailored to the e-commerce and digital environments, including online product sales, exclusive online offers, and affiliate sales, as well as subscription and upselling and cross-selling through our drip campaigns, which will allow us to generate more income. And in terms of cost, we also got rid of high traditional retail expenses such as sales and marketing costs, advertising, gallery, retail store costs, and stock. And we only focus on low-cost digital tools or free tools. By concentrating on these digital revenues, we're able to streamline our costs and minimize expenses, and this is much better suited for Elizabeth Sutton to launch Elizabeth Sutton Home with the budget constraints and the market environment. With everything we've learned here, the result is an optimized e-commerce platform, and it not only aligns with the brand's vision, but also sets a strong foundation for the growth of Elizabeth Sutton Home to be able to launch and grow in the future. So we look forward to seeing how these efforts will translate into real-world success and the possibilities ahead. Thank you.
So the sponsor's not available because she's in Japan, but does anybody have any questions?
I have a question. You mentioned a few times that it was extremely iterative and responsive to the client's needs. I was wondering if you could elaborate a little bit more about how that changed your approach to the process. If realizing that there was going to be iterations, you adapted your timeline, or just how it influenced your process?
Well, we had to adapt throughout the entire process. As you can see, we had to refine our problem definition and proof of concept was because at first she really wanted us to see as an overall big picture how we can launch some new product line that she has no idea about. So we looked at the overview, big picture, and strategy. So that's what we wanted to focus on. But then she also did her own research, and it kind of matched it with what she was also researching. So that's why we kind of had to shift our focus. She wanted us to focus on bringing expertise that we know in terms of technicalities and digital. That's why we focused more on the e-commerce platform. So that's where we had to shift the problem concept and also shift the deliverables, which you can see that's translated through the website, the execution of the website, and also planning, effective everything in the business model as well.
Quick question. You guys use the word perfect a lot to describe optimization. Was that her language or your language? Because with iteration, I'm just sort of curious. It can be very demanding to deal with a client who uses the word "I want this perfect."
Elizabeth wants things as near to perfect as possible.
And how did she help you understand her definition of perfection?
She is an artist, and she has, she definitely is a bit scatterbrained and creative, which comes with being an artist, which is incredible.
Careful about
Yes.
stereotyping.
Sorry, yes. Which sent us oftentimes back into tweaking things, and she would come back and be like, "That's better. Let's maybe tweak this," and then it was better, and so we were always striving for something better and maybe near her vision, because she has an artistic vision, because she's so creative, and it's proven, it's made her successful in the past. And as more technical people, it was at first a little bit tough to grapple with, but once we understood the way that she worked, it made a lot more sense, and we sort of got into the groove, and we ended up with something that we both